What's up, y'all? The reviewer is here, and I'm back to give y'all this album review of Immortal Lowlife called The Darker Things in Life, Chapter 2. Alright, in case y'all don't know who Immortal Lowlife is, that's a rap group from Memphis, Tennessee. The main leader is Mr. Sche. He's one of my personal favorite artists in Memphis. And Immortal Lowlife is Blue Boy, Randy Mac, Dirty Mac. It's a good bit of people on here. Matter of fact, let me show y'all the real album. It's the real deal. And matter of fact, this is the group of them here. I don't know who they all are, but I know, it's a good bit of people, you know what I'm saying? This album came out in 2001. It was under Diamond Productions. And this was the first album that I actually caught when I made it to I think it was back in 04 when I was in the service, man. So it's been a long time ago since I bought this album. I decided to buy it again. I really enjoyed this album, and I know it's been a bunch of mixed reviews for this album, but I'm gonna give my personal take on it. Y'all know how I do and stuff like that. All right, the producer, I think the only producer was Mr. Sche. If he wasn't, I'll add the rest in the description box. And the features, I think y'all saw the features. The features were Gangsta Black, Boss Bitch, T-Mac the Specialist, and Helltown Family. All right, so I'm gonna go with the songs now. It's kind of hard to read these words on here, so just bear with me. All right, so the first one is called Immortal for Life, which is pretty much an intro. This is a real dope ass intro, very dark sounding, man. Like they was on that murderous type stuff, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's a nice way to start off the album. The second track is called Just a Damn Thug. This is Mr. Sche solo. This song goes hard, man. I mean, it's a nice beat, and Mr. Sche coming through with some dope vocals. He kind of reminds me of Player Fly a little bit, the way he's rapping on there. And it's funny, they say I sound like Fly. Oh, my name is Mr. Sche, so please stop confusing me. You know what I'm saying? It's dope, man. And probably one of my favorite tracks off of the album. Then the next one is called We Apin'. This features Sam, Mr. Sche, Blue Boy, Tweety Bird, and Mr. Quickster. I believe that's his name. This track goes hard, man. Well, it's pretty crunk, you know what I'm saying? We aping, they basically mean they wilding out, getting bucked, that sort of thing. I guess that's their own terminology of, getting bucked. But it's a pretty nice track, man. All of them come through with some nice vocals. Then the next one is called Catch a Girl. This is kind of like when they're talking about a lot of women and stuff like that on this song. This Mr. Sche, Mr. Shank, Mr. Quickster, and Sam. I believe that's his name. This song is alright. It's not bad. They all come through with some dope vocals, and it's an average beat for the most part. Then the next track is Hoe Ass Bitch. This song goes hard, man. This is another banger track right here. And it's pretty crunk too. They all come through with some dope vocals. Boss Bitches on this song, and that beat is banging out the frame, man. Real talk. One of my favorite tracks. Y'all gotta hear this song out. The next one is called Super Thug. This features Lunatic, Mr. Chank, and I believe that's it. This is an average song. It's not bad. The hook is pretty catchy. They all come through with some nice vocals, and I like that last part of the song when he's rapping the verse and he coughs like he's smoking weed or something like that. It's kind of like pause. It's pretty nice, man. Different. Then the next, I'm gonna go to Dumbass Hoe. That's the name of the song. And honestly, man, I thought this song was gonna not be that great, but this is actually a dope ass track. Mr. Sche talking about them gals that dumb as hell and stuff like that. And the intro is pretty funny too. And I like the part when he raps and the girls say, "I love you." It's pretty dope, man. You gotta hear to see what I'm talking about. But this is a really tight track, man. Not bad. Then the next one I'm gonna go to Pussy Whip Nigga. That's the actual name of the song. This is a Mr. Ski solo. I thought this was gonna be like a, dance song or something like that, but this actually on some deep stuff, man. Like when Mr. Ski makes tracks, you have to explain what's the song about. So pretty much this song is about a dude that's pretty much whip on his girl, and Mr. Ski talking to this chick and stuff like that. And they about to creep and things like that. But you gotta hear the song though. You gotta hear the song to hear what I'm talking about. It's on some deep stuff, man. And also tells a message on the track as well. Then the next song is called Stress. This features Pimp Minister and T-Mac. This is a very deep song right here. This side of the album is where it gets a lot deeper and darker. So keep that in mind. This song is on some deep stuff, man. They talking about some real stress problems that we deal with the world and things like that. Like, this is a type of song that you actually got to sit down and listen to the lyrics. Like, that's how dark it is, you know what I'm saying? Then the next one is called Dear Father, which is a pretty nice track as well. Again, this is like dark, man. And when he says father, he's talking about God. And Mr. Ski coming through with some nice vocals. Then Randy Mac come through with a nice, rough, rugged verse. You know what I'm saying? It's a really tight track though from these guys. Then Legions Part 1. This is a series now. So Part 1, this is a skit. This is Mr. Ski talking to the devil about, stuff, man. You gotta peep that out. And then the next one is Suicide Note. This is Part 2 of the series. And then Mr. Ski just talking about some problems that he's dealing with in the world. Like he's tired of living. He's just about to die. And then stuff like that. You gotta hear it. I don't wanna ruin the part of it. Then the next one is Self-Abuse. This is Part 3 of the series. And this is a really tight track, man. Pretty much Mr. Ski is talking to God about why he have to go through the nonsense that he goes through, living a hard knock life. And he's just mad at God about the fact that he's living that way, and God is talking back to him. And again, this is a really tight track, man. This is probably one of my favorite off of the album. And then number 4, Part 4 is called Most Niggas, you know what I'm saying? And it's really dark sounding and stuff like that. And Mr. Ski is talking some real stuff on this song. And I think the rest of the album should have sound like this, man. Like, this is on some real dark, I'm just telling you, you gotta hear it to see what I'm talking about. But then the next one is called I Love Drugs. This features Gangsta Black and Mr. Ski, and they just rapping on here talking about how they love drugs and stuff like that. It's a really tight content, you know what I'm saying? Then the last one is called Hit 'Em Hard. This is a pretty straight track. This features Pimp Minister. Mr. Ski come through with a nice verse. Then Pimp Minister come through with that hard, tongue-twisting flow that he's known for. He goes off on here. And the beat is pretty much average. It's not bad, but I think it's a nice slow way to end off the album. So that's all the tracks that I reviewed for this album. I know this was kind of long, but when you listen to Mr. Ski, man, you gotta sit down and really pay attention to what he's saying. He don't just talk about BS. He's not that type of artist, you know what I'm saying? So to rate this album out of a 10, because I had a hard time really giving it a fair rating, I would give this a solid 8. The only reason why I'm giving it an 8, I say up to an 8.5. The only reason why I'm giving it that, because I think it's a downfall with a lot of the women songs that he has on here. It kind of get it downhill. But if you were to get this CD, most of the songs you'll probably play is like the end. Let me see something. I would say starting at number 12, you would start playing. You will play most of the tracks. You will play the tracks from 12 on to the end for the most part. What I did like about the album though is that Mr. Ski did actually took time to talk about girls and stuff like that, and then the next side he focused on some realistic situation that happens in everybody's lives. All right, is this album worth getting? I think it is. I think this album is worth getting if you're into like the harsh realities of the world and stuff like that. I would highly recommend this album to you. You know what I'm saying? If not, I think you should still get it, because this is probably one of those albums that you may fall in love with the music that you hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just being real. All right. So anyway, pick this joint up while you can, because it might not be around sooner or later. All right. So shout out to Mr. Ski, the whole Immortal Lowlife, for coming out with a nice album. Shout out to all the features, and that's a wrap. Much love to the real folks. I'll be on here back with another review. All right. Peace out, guys.